Hello everyone. I thought I would just hop on. I'm making cloud bread today. It's kind of like a dessert cloud bread. And for those of you that aren't familiar with cloud bread, it basically is a high protein bread substitute. It definitely does not have the exact consistency of bread, but to me it does the trick. You start with 4 egg whites. So I take organic eggs and just separate them. So I have 4 egg whites here. I'm going to whip them with this hand electric mixer. It takes a while. You just mix and mix and mix until it forms stiff peaks. So basically you flip the bowl upside down and nothing will come out. It's just nice and stiff. Once you reach that consistency, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, which will kind of give it a crisp while it's cooking. I'm using just regular cornstarch, but if you want a little healthier root, which I don't have in the house right now, you would use arrowroot. And so I'm gonna mix this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have, I beat the eggs and I have stiff peaks. You can see it's not falling out of the bowl. So it's nice and thick. One thing I should mention is your oven should be preheated to 300. One other thing I wanted to mention is you can also use liquid egg whites. You would use 1 cup of liquid egg whites, but I like to use the organic eggs. So now this has stiff peaks, so I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of this cornstarch, just kind of sprinkle it in. And I will mix this up again, and then I will show you how we're gonna bake it. Okay, so I have a small baking sheet here with some parchment paper. I'm going to spray it with some avocado oil spray just so it doesn't stick. Just a little bit on there. And today I'm making this cloud bread because I'm trying this something new. It's I'm gonna put like almost like a chocolate cream cloud bread, like a chocolate cream roll. But you can use the cloud bread to make pizza, cloud bread pizza. You can use it and make avocado toast. You could do a cinnamon roll. There are tons of things. You can use it as bread for a sandwich. But it's all protein. It's 100% protein. It's just egg whites, so nice lean protein. So I have my greased parchment paper here on the cookie sheet. I'm just going to plop that down. And I'm just gonna try and make the best square rectangle I can. You spread it out. You don't want it to be too thin, but you don't want it to be too thick. So I try and make it kind of even thickness all the way through. And I'm just using a spatula here. And I'm gonna end up rolling this once it's cooked. So I'm gonna try and make it into a rectangle the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect though. I think that looks good. All right, get every little piece there. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to put it in the oven, 300 degrees for about 25 to 28 minutes. Sometimes I leave it in longer. I like to see a little bit of browning so it's a little bit crisp. So I will pop that in the oven and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, so once the cloud bread is baked, I'm gonna put the filling in. So it's kind of gonna be like a chocolate cream roll. That's what I'm calling it. So the filling is going to be Greek yogurt. So I'm gonna take a cup of Greek yogurt. And this is just Stonyfield organic 0% Greek yogurt. So I have that. And then to make it chocolate, I'm going to add, let me get a new spoon here. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder, and this is just organic baking cocoa powder. And I'm going to sweeten this, so I like the flavor of stevia. Some people don't like stevia. You can either use liquid stevia, you could use liquid monk drops. This is new, I haven't tried it yet, but it's called date syrup. This is another organic, healthy way of sweetening. I'm gonna use the stevia. Okay, so I mixed this all up, got a lot on me. The cocoa went flying, but that's okay. I ended up adding 1 more teaspoon of cocoa, so that was a total of 3 teaspoons because it just wasn't chocolatey enough. But I tasted it and that looks delicious, so it just kind of has a pudding consistency. So this is gonna go on the cloud bread. I'll roll it up to make rolls, and then I'm gonna drizzle with like an icing. So the icing is 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt again. So you can see this is high protein. So far we have protein from the egg whites and protein from the yogurt. I'm just going to do a tiny splash of vanilla. I'm going to do just a couple drops of the stevia, liquid stevia. And there's one more thing. What else did I need? I think that's it. Let me just double check. I'm just gonna check the consistency. So I'm going to add just a couple drops of, I just have unsweetened organic, not organic, yes, actually, sorry, it is, unsweetened organic almond milk. So you want this to kind of be able to like drizzle on the top. So you want it a little bit thinner. So just a little bit, and you can add as much as you need to get the consistency that you'd like. And this I'll just drizzle on top of the cloud bread when it's ready. So that's the consistency. It kind of drips a little bit, which is exactly what you want. Okay, the cloud bread is out of the oven and I let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes, but you can see it's a little bit brown. It browned a little bit, it's a little bit crunchy. So I'm gonna put the filling in now. So this is the Greek yogurt with the cocoa powder and sweetener. And I'm just going to spread it as evenly as I can. It's important to let it cool though, because this will just melt and get way too liquidy. So I'm spreading it as much as I can. I also decided I was going to add some crushed pistachios. So you can add any kind of crushed nuts or no nuts at all, but I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle these around. Okay, so now for the rolling. We're just gonna roll it like this. Perfect. Slice it. It squishes a little. And I'll be back to put. Okay, they're all sliced up. Midway through, I switched my knife and used a serrated knife because they were squishing while I was trying to cut them with the other knife. So serrated is much better, but this is what they look like. I think I could have cut down a little bit on the filling. There's a lot in there, but it's delicious. This is the icing that we made with the Greek yogurt, a little bit of vanilla and the almond milk just to kind of thin it out. And basically you could just drizzle, kind of do like a drizzle on top just to get a little bit of that flavor. And there you have it. So, chocolate cream, cloud bread, super high in protein. We have protein throughout all the ingredients. I hope you like it. Enjoy.